I'm sorry, what did you call me? A mischief maker? I would never. I'm a benevolent young fellow, might I tell you. My name is Majora T, and I love Mischief Makers. This is a great game that I had never played up until today. So today, I want to tell you about why I've had such a fond experience with the title and why I think you will as well. Subscribe if you want to add a little mischief to your life. Today I'm going to demonstrate what makes this a real exemplar of excellent level variety through the use of 5 stages and a boss battle. And if this stands out to you, I would really give this a try because this is such a unique title. The first level that I want to show to you is level 1-3, Clan Ball Land. Boys and girls, nothing like a good amusement park. And this is Mischief Makers' version of that. Those little creatures that you saw run away are called Clancers, and you're on the planet Clancer. I guess we are Earthlings on the planet Earth, so makes sense to me. What Marina, the main character, is doing right now is bouncing around, jetpacking her way to warp stars to continue through the stage. I'm grabbing onto these clan balls in order to propel myself vertically through the level. This is an excellent demonstration of what this game is all about. Springs and things. Yes, boom, Spring Marina. She can really manipulate her way through the air. And this is done through such an interesting way. This game is controlled using the D-pad and the C buttons. You can actually use the control stick, but I got used to it this way. The D-pad moves her left and right, while the jetpack moves her with the C stick, right, left, up, down, but you can only do it in a limited fashion. You grab onto things pressing B, and if you want to just fall, you just press B again. This can actually get a bit tricky because typically what happens is you might be pressing B multiple times at once, and sometimes you actually got to push yourself away from the thing you're holding onto. Right there, I pushed right while holding B. And there's just so much fun, chaoticness going on. I just shook that clan ball to see what it hit. That one held the bomb, but that's not what I needed. What I need is this white one, actually. And you just heard that sound effect that sounded like a toilet gushing or something. That enabled another mystery clan ball to appear, which is what I need in order to progress through the stage. So one key thing about this game is when you're in doubt, shake it out. Shake things in order to make things happen or appear. It can get a little confusing, and the first time I played, I definitely did not play as well as I'm playing right now. And even then, there's so much room for improvement, but I think it's really awesome, all of the things that are happening at once, even within this one stage. So, Clan Ball Land, pretty excellent. Ah, yes, Treasure. I don't know how acquainted you are with them, but I'm quite acquainted, and one of their first video games ever was Gunstar Heroes, and today we're going to meet a fellow hero from Gunstar Heroes. It's Blockman. How can you forget Blockman? Yeah, shake me hard, grab and shake me to awaken my spirits. Yeah, I tell that to my partner every weekend. But this is Blockman. This is just such a funny, interesting thing happening right now. I just shook a Clancer to make him into this, I don't know what to call him, abomination, a beautiful abomination, a Terran abomination, and I am moving him with Marina's jetpack just by pushing right, down, up in order to collect these gems. So I don't know if you remember from Gunstar Heroes, but one of the first creatures that you encounter is this technical visual showpiece, and he just patrols back and forth on the stage. That's what this reminds me of. That's why I was making the Blockman jokes. But I think that for being a first world encounter and the fact that you get to use him to your advantage is really awesome. Also, it just goes to show what a unique and bizarre visual style they're going for. All the Clancer faces on all the blocks and all the spheres, they're just used to such good effect. And I think that this stage really demonstrates some of that awesome tongue-in-cheek humor and style. I now want to demonstrate something else that makes Treasure games so special, and it's their visual style. Treasure games tend to blow me away with how they look visually, with what they're able to do with the medium. And it's not to say that graphics are everything, they're definitely not. But I think that the way that Treasure handles graphics in video games is just so unique. Look at the layers even within the stage that I'm moving across. This is not a simple 2D game. It's technically 2.5, although that term is a bit strange. You see magma coming from the background to the foreground and the foreground to the background. You see Marina on three-dimensional blocks. The gems are shining and the clan balls are making faces and they're also shining with their eyes. Such a cool level with a lot going on. I really love the blending of elements. It has this sense of being really epic, like you're traversing a volcano. That thing I just collected there was a yellow gem. There are yellow gems on every stage, and it's an added element of collectability and challenge. And I definitely haven't gotten most of them, but when I see them, I take them. Just like that Clancer. I didn't even have to pick them up or move them. I just think that's really awesome. Interactable elements that you don't even have to touch. That's actually why I liked GoldenEye back in the day, was just blowing up things. But a similar element here, you get to pick up the denizens of Planet Clancer and do with them as you please. Some real maneuverability here. You actually have to get the controls down pretty well in order to manipulate the level, but the game is very fair, and I like that about it. So the next level I want to showcase is 3-2 Clance War. The reason I picked this is because it's a demonstration that the game is not entirely platforming. There's also a level of combat that is occurring. It's not vital for Marina to destroy these enemies, that's why I'm kind of ignoring them, but you can if it is to your advantage. Like, these jetpack dudes are really helpful to throw into other enemies. I think this is an important level to show because, you know, the developers from Treasure also stemmed from Konami. And so this game has a very Contra feel to me as well, where you're using weapons in the gameplay. As you pick them up. You don't need them, but they are usable. And then also with the Gunstar Heroes element, you know, one element that was used in that game was her, well, I'm sorry, not her, the main character's ability to pick up and throw enemies at each other. That aspect is completely evolved and developed in this game. Even here, I'm using a missile launcher that I picked up to destroy an enemy. Yahoo! Well done, Marina. She's so cool. What an awesome protagonist for a video game. So this level that I'm going to show now, 3-7 Snowstorm Maze, is not my favorite, but I do think it's interesting regardless. This is a demonstration of the puzzle type of gameplay in Mischief Makers. So there's tricycles and pogo dudes, and right now I just moved them into these open spaces. The reason I'm doing this is because it's the solution to the puzzle. That star that you see right now will just warp me back to the beginning of the stage and stagnate my progress. But by moving that pogo dude into this box, I now activated another star, which will take me to the next part of this level, where I'll have more puzzle elements to solve. So this is a clan pot that I just got by shaking. Right now I put some bombs in the clan pot. The reason is the clan pot will store the items. I can actually scroll through the pot, see what I have in there. I threw it over this little bridge, the reason being I need to in order to get the bombs from the clan pot, which will blow up these red blocks. That takes me to the next star so that I can properly progress through this stage. There's more puzzle elements here. You know, I could continue commentating about them, but I just find that the variety in what you have to do here, whether it's combat or puzzle solutions, is pretty novel and appreciable. So I'm now going to go ahead and showcase one of the bosses, and so this is really awesome. If you've already decided, like, that's enough for me, I'm sold, I would just go buy the game now. If not, well, this is pretty awesome. So take a look at 3-12 Cerberus Alpha. So here I am as Marina fighting the alpha version of Cerberus on a Clancer cat who is riding a missile, grabbing missiles, which I then fire back at Cerberus. As I do that, more things happen within the boss battle that are really appreciable. So he's firing a different type of laser, he's firing fire bolts, he's doing ground pounds while also firing missiles. This is just such a treasure signature of all the different elements that they throw at you that keep you on your toes. Now, I think there are multiple ways to do this. I don't think I have to ride the missiles, but come on, if you're Marina on a cat, would you not want to ride a missile? I don't know. So it's pretty awesome, and there's also layers to the boss battle that are really cool. Now Cerberus is going Gundam on me and has turned his vehicle into a dog that's running in the background while I'm now doing hand-to-hand combat with Cerberus as he keeps up with me on my Clancer cat. This is very Gunstar Heroes, and there's more to that if you really follow the cutscenes, but I just think this is so cool. Look at how the camera pans in and out based on how close I am to him at any given time. Now they give me a machine gun, which I'm going to use to hit Cerberus. It is a bit difficult to use, but still such a epic boss battle, if I say so myself. Got him! Hey, so look, there's a bit of a learning curve, but my goodness, is this such a fascinating and impressive game. Do give it the try, because if you do, I really feel that there's some treasure to be found.